That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and start streaming.
Okay. Says
All
we
right,
have an
well-
excellent connection.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Where we last left off, the party was on the 3rd floor of the Dormouse. And Lob, being Lob, had fallen asleep in the outer area because he had
Correct.
gone
Correct.
down.
Wow,
He
the
was
tokens
late
are
to join the
so-
party.
I feel like the tokens are way bigger than they were.
They
in
were.
Roll20.
Because I had the
The scale changed.
the scale was wrong in Roll20. Now
Alright.
Except the
I say
whole
it's
bag.
wrong. I kind of like the scale in Roll20 better,
You can't just resize the map when you import it.
not without redoing all of my walls, which I don't want to do.
That makes sense.
All right. Continuing on.
We wake up
So
bigger than you went
continuing
to
on, as Tomas frantically is
What?
waking up
Oh.
Lob, telling Lob, there is no time. Come, we must go. Your friend is in trouble.
What the fuck?
And as Saphiel hears the commotion, since she was just meditating, she opens
Alright.
the door.
And I swing the punch at Tomas.
Yes, you did.
And I
But you did
miss.
You did miss. But as she comes out and steps to the door, as he's trying to rouse her, Tomas sees her, and his jaw just drops. And he looks at her, and he looks at Lob, and he looks back at her, and he just says, "What the fuck?"
Buddy,
And
I
that
say that all the time.
you are here.
I am here.
But we must talk. Where are the others?
In their rooms.
That one, yes. He comes over here and he points this way towards this particular door. That is the biggest in there. Hold on one second, because that is currently not a door. So now that is a door. And what is this one? Oh, because it's an open door. Okay.
I can't move my token.
Game paused.
Game is paused.
Oh,
There you go.
Right.
Quickly, with me. He comes in. He kind of just barges in.
I'll go get the
to
other two.
Galavesh's room, and he says, "Yes, please, hurry."
Seth, back this way. You went too far.
I'm getting the others. Wake
It's
up.
it's like you don't know how to use the movement controls.
Let's go. Shut up.
What is
All right.
going on here?
He's gonna come over here. In this
I just
room.
give Dalabash a look like,
I'm gonna lay on Dalavesh's bed now that it's unoccupied.
That's perfect.
Wait, now it's gonna stink like orc and alcohol. Perfect.
I'm
if
putting
it
on-
really upsets you, we can switch rooms.
I'm in my what the fuck attitude
Well, it's
costume.
All right.
That's my not having a
What the
token.
fuck else?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take up-
Staffy's
I'm gonna
like
take
in
up
her
the
PJs
blankets.
right now. She was like, "This is interrupting everything in my life."
I'm gonna take up the blankets and sniff them deeply.
Oh my god.
Smells like angels.
I'm gonna walk over there and smack the blanket out of your hand. Pay attention.
What do angels smell like?
Dalabash, apparently.
Yeah, apparently they smell like me.
Are you quite finished?
Is this first thing in the morning or something?
Is what?
No, we haven't even gone to bed yet.
Yeah. I was still meditating in my room.
Yeah, I was too.
Right. Well, because I hit the long rest button. I was down. Oh, were we down spells? I was down spells for some reason. Anyway, who cares? We're rested.
Because the prison scene, that whole day,
That was one day.
still
yeah.
happened.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was down too, but
Okay.
oh, I don't even think I healed back up because I used whatever. I used dice. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yep. Everything's fine.
That's been my life lately. Everything's fine.
We're good. We're good.
All right. So with that, he turns to you, Saf, and he just kind of shakes his head, and he looks at you and he says, "My master told me that there was more to you than meets the eye. I am quite impressed."
Thanks, I guess.
Is your master here?
He is not here right now. But please, little one. And he looks back towards Saf. Do you care to enlighten me on how you escaped the daggers?
I'm gonna look at her like, what's he talking about?
And he just kind of he just kind of looks around the room, and he says,
I look at the rest of the group to see if they seem to know what he's talking about.
Who are the daggers?
Is this the trouble you spoke of?
Maybe not. And he just kind of gives you a look, Saf. And if you don't say anything, he's just going to continue. So it gives you a little bit, it gives you a beat.
She definitely feels like I'm trapped in a corner right now, but she's
Yep.
not gonna say anything.
You look
Okay.
trapped in a corner, except there's a door behind you, so.
I know, I was like, I'm debating
Put in
running.
a little outside air. A little outside air.
Lobbit is going to get off the bed and move towards Saf in a defensive posture,
Like facing.
facing the rest of
Claude?
the party.
Okay. Okay. It is not so important, I guess. But there are many things at work, and you have limited time upon which to act. This is another circumstance, much like the train. And he just kind of looks around the room.
An insight check and see if he's talking
Yeah.
about what I think he's talking
Is
about.
there another bomb? I say out loud.
Oh shit, where'd it go?
22. I just sent you a message, and I think you can just hit /reply.
Fuck,
Or-
I don't know how to spell it.
Look over to the left, purple hoodie.
I'm dumb. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
I'm not doing metagame.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I figure I am slightly suspicious of him, so I am trying to see, is he maybe kind of in body language indicating any more maybe than he is saying? Or is he just kind of...
Did you roll an insight too, Mother?
I have not yet.
Go ahead. All right.
Ooh.
You are not really getting much in the way of info from the words that he's using. So other than what he's saying, you're not getting any more insight.
Clearly, this is just a flat statement, then.
Yeah, and he says to you, Dove, there are many types of catastrophes.
Somebody explain what the fuck is going on.
Fine.
Who are
I
the daggers? What are they?
Went
Mother.
to a place to find out what is wrong with me. And I was kidnapped by the daggers.
Look
But
at Tomas.
instead of shipping me off to the Kalashtar, or apparently where I come from, I made a deal. I was given an offer I couldn't refuse. And I can't tell you more because that would put everyone else in danger, and I can't do that.
I'm just taking the whole scene in. I don't have anything to say at this point.
I see. Commendable. Can you think of a way to circumvent danger?
Fricadelle of this.
All right. Mother, you got one.
Hmm?
Okay. Hold on one second. Did you get that, Saf? Okay. You didn't get any pop-ups, did you, Saf?
No.
Okay. All right. So, for the four of you, you can sense a bit of tension when Saf says she was given an offer she couldn't refuse.
Between her and Thomas?
No.
Tomas?
It's the words that she's using. You can tell that she is not happy with the offer. Right? That's what you're getting. It has nothing to do with Tomas. When she says to you, I was given an offer that I couldn't refuse. It was you get the impression that it wasn't. Hold on. Did you guys hear that?
No.
Okay. Emily's using the Google Assistant as an intercom.
Oh.
So it's like, girls, go to bed. Okay. No, so you get the impression when she's saying that there's a little bit more to that situation.
Okay.
and that she's not saying. And Saf, what I was trying to request from you was a deception roll.
Oh,
It didn't pop up for you, but it did pop up for me, and so I did roll it privately.
okay. That's fine.
And there was just enough. You know, they don't get any details about what happened, but there was just enough in your voice as you're talking about that it came across as not something you're particularly pleased about. And Tomas looks at you and he says, I have heard many things of their leader. I have no doubt that she was very persuasive. She has a tendency to get what she wants. But tell me this. And he looks at you. Are you compromised?
At this point, Lob includes Tomas in this defensive posture.
Okay. So you kind of change your stance.
Yep.
He just kind of like he puts his hands up and he just says, there is opportunity here for the both of us, you and my master, to accomplish something great.
And who is
I-
your master? Trust. We need trust. If you want us to trust you, you have to trust us. Who is your master?
My friend, I am not at liberty.
That's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
good enough.
Enough. Just listen to him.
Trust goes both ways, my friend.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Look at our actions. Have we done anything to damage your trust? Secrets are necessary to protect my master.
What do you mean by compromised?
He just kind of like gives one more glance towards Lob just to kind of see how he's doing. Seems a little tense right now.
I'm still defensive.
I know, and that's why he's being respectful of you. He's keeping his movement slow. He's keeping his voice calm. He turns to you and he just says, Saf. He says, there are ways of ensuring cooperation.
She just shakes her head, yes.
Do you need help?
Like spells? I'm asking him. You think
He
she's
just
gonna
kind of
magically
he
compel?
looks at you and he just kind of like shrugs.
She says like a
Among
drink
others?
and she like slams her hand against the door. And I say, it was a drink. And I don't know why I imagined the antidote being yellow, but she pulled out this drink, this little vial, and she said, I have 3 days and I can get the other half. But I have to do something pretty drastic. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
What if we can counteract this toxin? If we can figure out what it is. Do you know where they had you? Can we break in and steal it?
No, they made sure of that. And then she like grabs her wrists or her wrist that got a little cut as she says that.
Tomas kind of looks and he says, there are ways to potentially counteract. Yes, this could be worse. He turns to Mother.
I have potential solution.
There we go. Yes. So this is.
Will take some time.
You have
No.
3 days. Yes.
Yeah, but the problem
6
is
hours.
I mean, you found out somehow. She owns this and I'm gonna look at them. She owns this hotel. Like she probably knows that we're all together right now, and she said not to fuck her over. So if I am to not do what she wants, that's putting us with a target on our back forever. With her and her entire guild, if you'd call it that.
I just kind of say, well, she doesn't know who she's fucking with.
Who does not know?
And I look
we're
around
here?
our room, right?
She knows more than we do.
What does she know? Like, we don't even know who she is. So yeah, I guess that she knows that there's a group of 5 people in her city poking around.
She said someone was following you guys. It wasn't just me. Someone was following you, and I can get his name in a second.
Which no one
Dominic.
saw.
Someone named Dominic was following you guys. So either way, something was gonna happen.
That name's not familiar, right?
No.
I'm saying we are outsiders here. This person obviously has a network.
Right.
They're going to be able. They're at an advantage, and we are at a disadvantage. To put it simply, this is something we have to approach delicately.
May I ask, what was the task that she asked of you?
Is there a way to sit without, or to move the token so it's not locked into a square?
Shift.
Okay.
Yeah, hold down the shift key when you're moving it, and you can move it like where you want.
There we go. I want to be in the chair. There we go.
Yep, exactly. That's what I did for him as well.
Let's see, I'm in a chair. There we go.
Of course you have a token in a chair.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I love it.
She
Too much.
is gonna like
Too much.
look around and say, if I tell you what I have to do, we're all in danger. And she looks at Tomas and says, including you and everything you stand for. Everything you may or may not have worked for will be in jeopardy.
He just kind of like shakes his head and he says, no doubt our power and authority is quite good here in the city. But my master's reach is far, far beyond this city.
Dalkir. His master's at Dalkir. For sure.
So he just says, if you do not want to share, I will not press the issue. But I can say, and he kind of looks towards Mother. Yes?
Possible, yes.
Say that again, Chris.
What are you suggesting?
Possible, yes.
Possible what?
Solution.
Oh,
Solution possible, yes.
yes.
Can you elaborate?
And
If they follow. Mother will look for. Dalavash.
He's right here.
Yeah,
you found him.
You found him. Good job.
Your power. Talk to me.
Hmm?
Okay,
I'm
I'm
confused.
talking to you.
Detect and neutralize poison, I think. Is that how it works? Can he he can communicate telepathically, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So how do people I'm forgetting how
Initiate
that
contact with him?
works. Yes.
I don't know.
I think I have to initiate the contact, and then I have to spend an action to let you respond. Let me
Okay.
see. Let me look it up.
Yeah, basically I'm signaling
Yeah,
contact
that's how it
me, I will pass on.
He's like, hey, you. Let's do the thing with the
Once
with the brain.
Once I give you the ability to speak back, you can talk back to me for an hour.
Yeah.
Cool.
He holds up a gang sign in the shape of a Bluetooth signal.
How do you do that?
No, it's like pairing an Xbox controller. Mother's eyes just start slowly pulsing.
Do we need to plug him in?
So, yes, I think to Dalavash, detect poison and disease and is it protection from poison. Need prepare 6 hours.
Does Dalavash have
Please
those
relay
spells?
to
I think Mother does.
staff.
Hmm. Oh, he just wants
Oh.
to. I see what he's doing.
Okay. So I telepathically relay this to Seth. And
I
I
mean,
use an action to give her an hour of response time.
I don't know if it'll work. I don't know how powerful what she gave me was.
Are you willing to try it at least?
I mean, what's the worst it gonna do? Kill me? It's already on the list of things
But-
that's gonna happen.
How are you gonna know unless the time expires?
Yeah.
How are you gonna
Well,
know?
that-
Because I wasn't saying that
Yeah,
out loud.
This is all in their heads, but yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing is
Right,
we need
right.
a way to detect it too. I don't know if that's a spell, separate spell.
Yeah.
She's just gonna sigh
But yeah.
and say out loud, "It's not that I don't want to tell you. I just don't know a lot. I was told I have to get something, and I would find out more, which is why I had to get my own room."
Well, if they own this place, this may not be the safest place to stay.
Well, I have to stay here. If you guys leave, I understand, but I can't.
If we leave,
Yeah,
it's gonna
Tomas
it's gonna
just
show
kinda
our
like-
hand that. you
Yeah,
told us
he holds up
something.
his hands and he says, "Look, we are not without the resources, yes? I was here to bring all of you with me to extract her."
to extract Saf.
Yes, I did not know she extracted herself.
You may underestimate us.
Clearly. Now, all these things, they can be dealt with, yes? We have Mother, who may have a solution by the morrow for your condition. Yes? Dane, yes. this task. If you do not want my masters or my assistants, I trust that you and your companions will handle it. Yes?
I don't fucking trust you. But my decision doesn't count.
But your vote does.
He makes a bit of a soothing gesture and he nods.
Staff just gives Lob daggers. And she's just like, what?
Come on. He's so soft. How could you trust this guy? Won't even tell you anything. He expects you trust. He gives nothing.
He hasn't steered us wrong so far.
That's not trust.
How much
That's
do you need to
manipulation.
know?
He hasn't given us a single piece of information on himself or his master. Sure, he's given us information that steered us in a direction, but that is manipulation.
You know what? Here and you didn't. You didn't go look for me. She
I
covers her mouth
trusted-
after she says that.
I trusted you made a decision.
Hmm.
If you don't want me to trust you, and Lob takes a step back towards the bed, then say so.
I want you to
But
be more
you-
trusting of people.
And I point at Saf. You, I trust. None of these other people, Thomas included, do I trust. And I just outed myself amongst the party. Are you saying that I am letting my trust fall into the wrong hands?
No. I think you need to be more trusting of my judgment and thinking that he's actually going to help. Personally, this isn't where I thought this was going.
I think you're blinded by something. I haven't figured it out yet. But there's something that you're not seeing.
Can we reconvene tomorrow when I know more? It's been a hell of a day. If I know more tomorrow. How long are you going to be here, Tomas?
Let me tell you what I came for. Then the rest of you can... And he just kind of looks at all of you. Sort out whatever this is.
Dove, are you actually saying something in that language? Or are you just playing around?
I didn't realize I was still in Draconic. I said I was muting so I could eat my dinner.
In Draconic, which
Draconic.
nobody speaks.
I said, I'm like, what? Oh, sorry.
All right. So he just says to you. He first addresses Lob. Your mistrust is noted.
Of course it is. I want it noted. We lost someone.
No, it's fine.
Jeremy just said his... Alright.
Oh no, he's eating. He motions to just you and your general area. This tantrum that you throw, it
Not a
does no
tantrum.
good.
Not a tantrum.
You ask for trust, yet you give none. And he takes a step towards you and kind of gets right in your face.
Okay. I don't back down.
I know, but neither does he.
What we have followed, well, most of us, have followed what you said. But you have not given us anything. You have given us golden words. What have you that have benefited us? But we don't know anything about you.
So, fucking earn it.
Nope. And I leave the room.
Okay.
And I'm out of this conversation.
He turns to the rest of you.
This
He
isn't
says-
reasonable, but there are necessary limits. We work with others who do not tell us things. This is normal, unfortunately. We should hear what you have to say, I believe.
You and he motions to the rest of you, and he just says, you will have a visitor tomorrow. Your dear friend Nikolai. He will tell you
Is
that he has
Nikolai? Was that the?
that's your handler.
Okay, that's what I thought. The one that we didn't tell was here.
Yeah.
Over here.
He has had quite the difficult time tracking you down. But he has learned of your location, not from me. And will be here on the morrow. You are being given an invitation to visit the king and some very key individuals at the manor house of his cousin, the governor of Fairhaven.
Isn't that who he came to speak to anyway? So this seems to be working out in our favor.
Yep.
I am a little uncomfortable at the mention of him giving information on where we're staying when we haven't told anyone where we're staying.
Who?
Nikolai? Because he says he didn't tell him.
No, Tomas didn't tell Nikolai where to find him.
Right, but yet Nikolai knows that we're here, and Tomas knows that Nikolai's coming tomorrow. He knows an awful lot. But also, that means other people know that we're here. But, yeah.
There is a player at the Seville who will have much more information. This is information that will be beneficial to you and to my master. If you were to contact this individual, and retrieve this information, my master has agreed to contact you directly.
Where?
It is at the manor house of Jurian Irwinan, cousin to the king, King Rogar.
Okay.
He is the governor. We do not suspect that this Jurian is aware of the presence of this individual. This will be very, very dangerous.
Okay,
There
I'm
is
I'm
no-
misunderstanding what he wants us to do. He wants us to go to the governor's place and make contact with somebody who's there,
Mhm.
like undercover there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And we're supposed to either get something or give him something. Sound like get some information or something.
He retrieves a very thick book. I mean, this thing is like this thick. He hands it to you, and it just says a history of Onder, Volume 1. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He hands it over and he says, "Find Volume 2."
All right. Honestly, this doesn't sound too difficult for us.
I cannot stress enough how dangerous this is. Do not underestimate this individual.
The one
I
we're
do
meeting
not
with, or the
believe-
governor?
The one you're meeting with.
Okay.
I do not believe that he will kill you outright. But do not trust him. And do not provoke him.
So we're meeting a secret individual. This book that we're supposed to retrieve. Does he have it? Are you suggesting we steal it from him?
This is all that we know.
Hmm.
But you will see. My understanding is you will see his likeness when you enter. And you will know to whom you seek.
You're being very cryptic, Tomas.
He just kind of like shrugs. In addition to this person, you will also see many important individuals within the houses. It will be difficult, possibly impossible, for you all to sneak away. And he kind of glances towards Saf.
We only have one that needs to sneak away. And I also glance at Saf. My job is diversion and distraction, and I'm rather good at it.
You will have representatives of 3 of the houses currently in conflict. You will see a representative of Lyrandar, Vidalis, and Orion. And all of these women are masters of the court and the ways here and on there. Do not underestimate them either. Many, they have gotten the advantage of many before. And there is much, much animosity between the three of them right now. Onder has always seemed to favor Vidalis. Ever since the late queen married the former head. But King Rogar has made it a point to shut them out. There are others you have met before, Mr. Purple Hat. They want the king to banish all of the dragon-marked houses, to lose the enclaves, and yet Stormhold, the very seat of Lyrandar, sits within the borders of Onder itself. Much rides on this, both for you and for my master.
I get that he's trying to help or whatever. The bomb thing was definitely helpful. I'm not really clear yet on what... I mean, I'm not saying I'm not paying attention, but it's weird that he wants us to steal something and Saf's already been given the similar
Not steal.
request. Well, I'm not saying
steal.
this. I'm not saying
Yeah.
this. But for the only reward we're getting is to meet someone that we've only heard of through him, which isn't what we as a group are tasked to do. So, I mean, not that I'm not curious, but I'm kind of taking this in as a, yeah, if we get the chance, we'll do it. But this is not why we're specifically going to this party. Like, we were sent here to try to keep tensions down between these houses, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume that's probably the auspices that we're going to be invited to this party in the first place. But if he doesn't want us to steal the book, what does he want us to do with it?
He didn't say anything about that. He just said find volume 2. He didn't say to steal it.
Okay.
My guess is that is how we will find out about this figure that wants to meet us. They will contact us when we find it
Yeah.
somehow. That's how they'll know it's us.
Could be.
That or it's an enchanted message in Volume 2 or something.
Magic mouth.
If it will prevent war, then do believe we should do this.
Where's your master sit on this conflict between the houses?
He just kind of like looks at you, and he just says, "This conflict is but a ripple. It is what you see, but underneath the surface, what can start as but a ripple can be caused by so much more. You wish to help your houses.
It is our job.
My master opposes some of these forces at play.
You understand, if it came down to helping your master or the houses, we have an obligation.
I feel that both of these causes currently align.
Yeah, I'm checking an insight on this guy to make sure I buy into it.
Go ahead.
Where is my... There we go. He's tricksy, guys. He's tricksy.
Should I? Guess I should. I mean, I definitely understand he is not able or willing to tell us a whole lot, but
Yeah.
I will
Yeah. Roll your insight too.
see how much I can get.
Yeah. For both of you. I mean, he genuinely believes, and you believe, that he's being genuine. He truly believes that this will be beneficial to both
Right.
you and him.
But he may not be completely informed by his master the same way as we seem to be getting only the minimum we need from the houses. I'm going to say, well, we'll take your mission under advisement. Right now, our priority is dealing with whatever's ailing Saf. So
I believe if you need assistance in that, leave a message with Belinda
Belinda.
at the front desk.
Oh. So just go up to Belinda and say, "Hey, do you have any antitoxins?" Is that what you're...
I trust that you will be more subtle than that. But I also think, and he motions towards Mother, that you will have the resources
Well,
to help your
you're
friend.
right.
She will contact you, yes? He says that to you, Saf.
Supposedly. She didn't say when.
No doubt she will have many opportunities in this if she indeed is the owner of this establishment. I suggest that you continue on with your agreement. Give her no cause to suspect betrayal. I will, in the meantime, see if there is more I can find about what it is she desires.
She wants something in a box. And a crystal jeweled box, I think.
From where?
The king.
Oh. So not where we're going tomorrow. Or potentially going.
Not that I got the idea of now.
I would assume she already knows of this meeting.
Yeah, she knows
Given
everything.
Everyone seems to know where we are.
Well, that's what happens when you prance around. Even when you try to be quiet.
Your trip to the fountain was noticed by many.
Who were those people, do you know? The ones that attacked us?
I suspect they were part of the surface forces. Those who wish to oppose the houses and cause division. I do not suspect that they realize they are part of a greater force.
So likely aligned with or carried out orders of purple hat.
I don't know. He seemed to be convinced that we were guilty of something.
He is no doubt being used, as he's, and he kind of searches for the word, antics are no doubt usable by many of the forces at play.
There are way too many pawns
But I
in this chess game.
suspect that his motives are far simpler.
Yeah.
He has a history with the houses, and there is talk all over Corvair about the influence of the houses.
Yeah, I don't read him as too deep of a character.
Uncertain
He's a
of that.
surface level guy.
At this point, he kind of just like turns to you all and he just says, he kind of nods towards the door and he says, "Will your friend be all right?"
Yeah,
For better or for worse.
he can be difficult, but he's just look at Saf. He's Lob.
He's trying to protect me. Because I've proven I can't protect myself.
I don't know.
Not many would go, but I will say, if you wish to learn more about what you are,
He's talking to
when
Saf,
you have
right?
time, yeah, he is. When you have time, ask for a meeting with the Seeker. I believe they are also very interested in you. And she turns to Dalavash.
If you, and I look at both of them kind of in turn, I say, if you plan on meeting this Seeker, don't go by yourselves.
I would suggest the same, but ensure that you send word before. As you saw in the prison, not all of her followers feel the same. But as Kalishtar go, she is, I have always found, quite reasonable.
Isn't this like one of the home cities for them or something?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a whole Kalistar quarter, I think.
Yeah. It might be worth a trip as a group.
We'll have to be careful.
Dig it a little deeper. Just
Make for emphasis. Putting some emphasis on it.
I will find a way to satisfy your questions and earn your trust, including your friend. He is wise to not place his trust lightly, and I respect.
Some of us are a little bit more tactful, but yeah, I don't think you have a lot of. I'm willing to listen, but I would tend to lean toward caution as well.
One last thing.
Of course.
Remember that looks can be deceiving. With that, he runs his hand down his face and turns back into the guard that you saw earlier.
I say, remember who you're talking to, and I do the same thing.
Yes, but
Hat of disguise.
You will see. Do not let the likeness of this contact throw you. And he winks. And with that, he saunters out of the room.
All right. As soon as he's out of the room, I'm gonna actually walk over to Saf and I'll be like, "Are you really all right? Are you okay? Do we need to do something like now?"
She said it was 3 days, and she seemed pretty adamant. So I guess for 3 days, I'm okay.
How does Thomas leave the room?
So you see not, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't see where you were at the first. I don't have his other token. And the stairs are right by.
Amateur.
Alright.
As you see the guard from the jail, coming by, he turns, or he stops right about here, and he just kind of looks at you.
And I give him a glare, like a father on prom night. And I just glare at him. My best intimidation.
He inclines his head, respectfully,
I can see Hunter wants to punch you through the screen.
and he takes another step,
Tension, that's what I'm here for.
looks back at you, and then disappears down the stairs.
Well, meanwhile, we're basically, I'm plying Mother for what is it? What's the solution he's talking about? Because I don't know anything about the purified poison discussion.
Yeah, because we did all that telepathically.
Right.
Mhm.
I know that this is really important to you guys, but it's been a really long day, so can I please go to bed?
I know, right? Half of us are still injured from. Well, actually, it was all of us.
Technically, yeah.
Because it was this morning we had the fight by the
Yes!
fountain.
Yep.
And I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. We can talk about it in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna climb over the bed.
I put my night
Fuck your rules.
Here we go.
I am sorry, Saf.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. Good night.
I won't. I
And she
will
made
make.
sure to lock the door.
I wish I understood.
For how angry Lob is, he is not gonna sit in one place. He's gonna probably go out onto the streets. If this means I take a point of exhaustion, I will.
So do me a favor,
Anybody have sleep?
Jamie.
Yep.
Go down one of the stairs.
Oh, he wants to
Going up the stairs.
test his.
Oh, holy fuck.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, hey Thomas.
Changes.
How you doing?
Yeah, I didn't move him.
Let's have a conversation. Come over here to this corner.
So if you guys want to just see, you guys can all move your tokens out to one of the stairs.
How do I open the door? I guess I have to go this way.
Weird, but
Oh, stairs.
Although
Oh, whoa.
apparently there are
You
no
can
lights.
do this in roll
this.
20, but it's,
Are there? Yeah, there's-
it's not.
It's API stuff. Yeah.
It's not the same. So then, if you go up here, Hunter, there are more stairs. I didn't put lights on this. That's how, like I said, I was not quite ready.
Right.
Because it's a lot of work to get all this ready. But there you go. You've got as you move, you can move around, and it just automatically moves you to the proper.
Yeah, the layering's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Use that that ginormous school map that I give you.
Oh, I know. See,
Like
and that's
1,000
the thing
floors.
is you can do all that. You can do like tons of floors and stairs, and it just automatically moves you where you want to go. It's pretty darn cool. And there are other ones, like if you guys watch the stream on the Eberron Frontiers game, there are some maps that I'm making there where like it's just crazy. You can have sections where you can actually see down at what's happening around you. Yeah, 'cause there's a token on another level,
yeah.
plus it
The
puts
height,
you up. So
height stuff. So it's like it's one way dynamic walls.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is something else that there's APIs for it, but the coding was ridiculous. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing is all of that coding just happens in the background. It's
done.
all
yeah.
All you got to do is just set properties of things.
Yep.
So it's pretty awesome. So everyone's back, or that wants to be in their room. Lob is heading out towards the streets.
I got dressed again.
And then I'm going to say two things happen. You guys all get a good night's sleep, except for Lob.
Damn.
Staff.
One of exhaustion.
Well, don't you have to roll on that though? That's
For
not an
exhaustion?
automatic thing.
No, it's,
Yeah.
it's automatic.
If you
stay
it
up
is
all night
automatic?
long, yeah, I think you pick up a point of. I think.
Yeah.
You can look.
The important part is the group will find me outside of the inn in a chair on the patio.
Oh, you might be passed
On the
out.
first
Maybe
floor.
you still get a rest. You just don't.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what
All
the
right,
roll is for,
so-
to see if you stay up or not.
So when you wake up, Staff, there is a note lying at the foot of your door.
Thought you could say the foot of your bed.
A
like,
sealed
duh.
envelope. Just it looks like it was just slid under the door at some point during the night. And the rest of you, have a restful night. We've already taken our long rest in the tutorial session, and that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Can I read the note?
Not tonight.
How am I supposed to mentally prepare for 2 weeks if I don't get to read the note?
You're
Oh, wow!
going to be thinking about that note for 2 weeks.
Oh,
And it's going to be amazing.
Exactly.
appreciate it.
So, how's everyone feeling about Foundry?